Welcome to Ace Will Travel, and today we're going to be talking, well, something that happened our last camping trip that we didn't record. So, well, we were experiencing an odor. Now, we have three boys, two of which are teenagers, and I understand there's a certain level of smell that naturally comes from them. It wasn't them. We checked. Turns out, we're getting this rotten egg smell coming up, and we couldn't figure out whether it was the AC, whether it was, what the heck it was. Well, it turns out it was our water. Turns out, our hot water heater has issues. So, word of precaution, if you're going like a month between camping trips, you gotta drain that thing. I didn't know that. I wasn't told that. It's my first trailer, people. So, today, we're gonna clean out the water heater. I'm gonna show you how to do it. Okay, so first you're gonna need a crescent wrench to get in there on the nut for the hot water heater. So we're gonna first want to drain this whole thing. First though, this is your safety valve. I'm gonna make sure that it's open. Well, there's no issues, and don't cut yourself doing it because it's easy. I just did. And I want to get in here. So you go in here with a socket. This is going to smell a lot. And you're going to want to get out of the way. Just let it drain. Let it drain all out. So next, I got this little handy Camco adapter. It's flexible. You can get in there, and the intent is to spray out all the gunk. So we can get it in here. And this is supposed to get to all the gunk that's in the bottom of the tank. There we go. Ooh, that smells even worse. All the stuff was at the bottom. Yeah, it's definitely where all the smell is coming from. So leave that going for a little bit and then come back. Okay, so we're gonna put the nut back in. It's been thoroughly cleaned out. Now you're gonna wanna put this in and hand tighten as best you can. Make sure that when you put the actual nut on with the wrench, you're not going to over tighten. That's one thing that you can do. You don't want to break this thing. This thing is a plastic piece going into something metal, so you will break it. So once that's in, lock in your safety valve and your water heater's cleaned out. So that's step one. Okay, so we cleaned out the water heater. That part's done. Not a whole lot came out. We drained it. It's empty now, which is really good. Next, we're going to be putting in some of this Spring Fresh cleaner, and this is going to go into our freshwater tank. We're going to put in, it says about 1 quart for every 25 gallons. So nice thing is it has a little measuring piece here that allows, so we're going to take about that much, almost half of this, and put it in the tank. Then what we're going to do is we're going to move this to the front of our house, driving around the block, and it'll agitate everything in there. And then we'll hook up the hose, we'll turn on the pump, and we'll start draining it all out. So that way all the fresh water, all this cleaner is out of the lines, and we're good to go. So make sure you do that. Once that's all done, you're good to go. So that's about it. So people, keep your hot water heater empty, and make sure you're cleaning out your fresh water tank every now and then, because it's not always your teenagers stinking. The final step, you want to make sure that you turn the water on and get your tanks again about 2/3 of the way full. It's by now, we drove around a little bit. This cleaner sloshed around quite a bit. I went ahead and turned all my faucets on, turned off the water hookup, and started my pump. Make sure I'm pumping all of that stuff through my lines and everything ready to go. Now, my tank is about empty now, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn the water back on. We'll turn the pump off, close all my faucets, and then I'm going to turn the water back on, fill up my tank, and then empty it all through the faucets again to make sure it goes through all the lines. And just a word of advice, start your shower too. So if you've been using your shower has that gunk in there too. So start that line, make sure that's going well, and then you should be good to go. So like, subscribe, make sure you know when we've got new content, and as always, keep traveling.